What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with the RK Outpost, and after what happened on the set of Rust just a few weeks ago, Alec Baldwin has been under intense scrutiny, and deservedly so, after taking every single opportunity to blame everyone but himself, after retweeting articles blaming the assistant director, after making statements that indicated he blames the armorer, and after going out and deciding to hold a little press conference on the side of the road and declare that you yourself are the victim in this entire thing, after Alec Baldwin shot and killed Helena Hutchins and injured the director Joel Souza on the set of Rust. Now Alec Baldwin is maybe realizing he needs other people to do his dirty work for him. He needs other people to go and shift the blame completely away from himself. And it looks like today that person is his brother, Daniel Baldwin. Alec Baldwin targeted over Rust shooting because of political views, brother Daniel Baldwin says. And I wanted to make sure you guys got the picture there. I'm going to put him in the thumbnail as well. But I do think this Fox News article is the more complete article. Alec Baldwin is a target for Rust fatal shooting because of his political views. And just think of this for a second. Who are the people that are driving this so-called criticism? When you look at the mainstream media, when you look at the people who are reporting on this, 90 to 95% of them have exactly the same political view that Alec Baldwin does. The blue check marks on Twitter, 90% of them have the same echo chamber. They live in the same echo chamber that Alec Baldwin does. So now what Daniel Baldwin is attempting to do is saying, my brother is being criticized unfairly after shooting and killing someone. And I've said from the beginning, there's a lot of blame to go around, starting with the armorer herself, the person in charge of the weapons for this production. Absolutely, you got to put some blame on her. The assistant director, Dave Halls, absolutely, you got to put some blame on him. But Alec Baldwin is not blameless in this situation. We've heard from person after person that Alec Baldwin should have checked that gun when he got it. He was the final person who could have stopped this from happening, and he didn't. He was negligent. Not only that, but he was also the producer of this entire thing. He decided who he was going to hire for these other positions. But Daniel Baldwin thinks it's all just because of politics, and his brother is just the victim in everything. Actor Alec Baldwin fired the gun that killed cinematographer Helena Hutchins on the New Mexico movie set last month. Daniel Baldwin appeared on the Dominic Nati show on Tuesday, where he claims that the responsibility of the shooting that killed cinematographer Helena Hutchins and injured director Joel Souza does not fall on his older brother Alec. Nati asked if Daniel believes his brother's being attacked for the fatal shooting. You know, Alec's got the name though, doesn't he? So let's go ahead and take him for his political views and for the many, many wonderful things he's done for his charities and people and his wife. And let's see if we can sensationalize this. There's nothing to sensationalize. He killed a woman on the set of a movie. This has not happened in 30 years. This is Alec Baldwin we're talking about, who shot and killed someone on the set of a movie. This is sensational. It's not like, if anything, the media has been trying to cover this up and blame everyone else. The tone deafness is incredible. This is what he faces because he's opinionated and he's strong-headed and he has really staunch views on some things. And those people who don't like him will take advantage of it and persecute his wife. There's so much going on in the world, and 6 months ago, we're talking about whether Hilaria speaks Spanish or not. She certainly doesn't have an accent anymore, does she? Isn't that strange? Let him run with it, because 6 months from now, everyone's going to realize those people are going to jail, they're going to be sued, and it won't be him. Well, that's interesting because he just got sued. He just got sued by Sergei Svetnoy, a crew member of Rust. So I don't know if maybe you want to actually do your research, Daniel. Maybe you should do your research before you open your mouth. And also, this is his brother. I would stick up for my brother no matter what. So you got to take that, obviously, with a grain of salt and understand he is talking about his family. He's going to defend his family. But we also got to call him out when he's absolutely wrong about so many things. Alec Baldwin has been saved from a lot of this criticism because of his political views. Now, have myself and others made the comparisons that Alec Baldwin, who is a liberal, who has been preaching about gun control, doing all this stuff, who has criticized police over and over again for maybe a time that they didn't mean to kill somebody but ended up doing so. Yeah, he deserves criticism for that. He deserves criticism over the viewpoints he's taken and what he's said before in comparison to what is happening now and how hypocritical it was for him. But he's being protected because of his political views. That's the bottom line. I think that's pretty clear. Daniel, who pointed out that he's, quote, fired more rounds on movie sets than all of his brothers combined, said he believes the wrongdoing falls on the movie's armorer, who has been named Hannah Gutierrez Reed. The initial buck and all the responsibility of the weapon fall on the armor, in my opinion. So this is press for Alec Baldwin. This is PR for Alec Baldwin. This is him sending a message through his brother to put the blame on the armor, and then later going to put the blame on the assistant director as well. The Saturday Night Live's alum's brother went on to claim that he also believes Dave Halls, who's been named as the first assistant director who checked the gun before handing it to Alec, is to blame. He added, "This guy took that weapon and went on to announce out loud so everyone on the planet know the weapon was safe and the weapon was cold. Why would you ever make that announcement if you can't justify that that's a fact? Now we've got someone injured and we got someone who is gone. The mom of a young boy, it's awful. But by the time it happens, it's an accident that as far as Alec is concerned, I don't see any responsibility on his part at all. These protocols are set up by these professionals that handle weapons and handle the safety of a set so that it could never come to that." Hall's declaration that the gun was cold, in a statement included in a search warrant, exonerates Alec, says Daniel Baldwin. He also said that his brother is crushed by the incident and Hutchins' passing. He loved this woman. He loves what he does. He feels terrible that this horrendous accident has occurred, but he bears no responsibility for it. This is why they set it up with these pros that handle this stuff so this could never happen. Once again, reiterating that Alec Baldwin feels bad, but he's not to blame in any way, shape, or form. Daniel went on to call Alec a good human being, my friend, my brother. He said if he could make the tragedy go away, he would. Of course, this is his brother speaking. His brother is going to do anything he can for him. Alec Baldwin is not a good person. Alec Baldwin is an enormous pile of shit. He's a trash human being. That's very obvious for anyone that's followed him for any length of time. It has nothing to do with simply his political opinions. It has to do with the way he treats people. It has to do with the things he's said, the things he's tweeted, all of his past. He is not a good person. He is a piece of garbage. But besides the point, even if he is a piece of garbage, if he truly bears no responsibility, then no one should hold him accountable for anything. But you can't deny that he bears some responsibility. He was the last one to hold this. According to so many of the things we've heard about, the people on set are responsible. And George Clooney just said it the other day that he checks his weapon all the time. So many actors have come out and said, I would never just trust the gun was not loaded or that was cold just simply because it was handed to me. They do their own checks. And whatever was supposed to happen in this case did not happen. There's blame for Hannah Gutierrez-Reed, absolutely. There's blame for the assistant director, absolutely. But there's also blame for the producer of this thing and the man who is holding the gun, and that is Alec Baldwin. Regardless of how many of his brothers he rolls out there to try to defend him, it can only go so far. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments below. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.